Thanks for your responses for assignment number one, which was telephonic mock interviews for summer internships. And now, today we are going to talk about our assignment number two, which is informational interviews from an industry person. So, first of all, let us understand what are informational interviews. So, informational interviews are those interviews which are conducted for the purpose to retrieve, to extract some information from the interviewee, some relevant information. And for that purpose, the questions to be asked are designed in such a way that we can get the authentic, specific, and relevant information for the purpose. So, in your case, as an MBA student, you have to contact some person from the industry of your known, of your acquaintance, and you had to ask those questions which are related to your domain. So, gradually we will try to understand and proceed that how it works. So, first of all, I'm trying to explain you through these 5 W's. That is what, whom, why, where, and when. So, if I'm talking about what, so what is an informational interview, and in your case, what you had to do. So, and what the purpose these kind of informational interviews are going to solve is that you had to ask some frequently asked questions as far as your summer internship program is concerned. That means summer internship or summer training is concerned, or career oriented questions also. That would be your future job specific questions could be asked to get the relevant information. Now, if I talk about whom you have to contact, any industry professional of your known, of your acquaintance can be contacted. If I talk about why it is required, then the answer is to have a clarity about the key result areas or responsibility areas or key performance areas, which is a part of strategic management. So it is very important to know that if I'm going for some internship, what would be my tasks on the job, or if I'm going for the placements for any any campus drive, and if I'm selected, so what would be my key responsibility areas or key performance areas or key result areas. So next is where we can do these interviews. So physically nowadays it is not possible because of COVID-19. So you have to contact through telephone, or you can also plan some video calls or some chats through various chat rooms, or WhatsApp is the best way available. If I talk about when, so that would be the as per the according to the convenience of the entry, because they all are industry persons and they are very busy people. They all might be working through home, so you have to take a prior permission from them, or you can fix up an appointment with them and as per their convenience. And you should keep in mind that it should be preferably non-office hours, because in office hours they might be very much busy in work through home as we are doing. So again, explaining these 5 W's in a broader way. So if I talk about what, so types of questions. So types of questions would be related to the routine job, on job routine. So like if I ask someone, if you have to ask someone, suppose you make a call to any known person from the industry, any professional, and during the course of putting questions to him, so you can ask what are your regular day-to-day activities when you are on your job. So he can explain you that okay, in the morning we have some meetings, in the afternoon we have to meet some clients, some customers, or in the evening we have to make some reports. So one part is, if you split the entire task of the day in two parts, that would be the day-to-day activities, and the other part is the reporting part. Fine. In your case, if you are going for summer training, you have to do on-the-job training as well as your project work. Fine. So the questions which you should ask to them should be job specific questions which pertain to their day-to-day activities, or if you are going to join that particular company or that particular industry, so what kind of jobs, what kind of responsibilities, what kind of day-to-day tasks you could be handling That would be, you can better understand if you have a flair well in advance. Then again, expanding whom. So the approach. So you have to, you know, approach to preferably to your own acquaintances. Own acquaintances means your known people, and that can be your relatives and friends also. So try to contact those people who are not bothered with your phone calls, because this is the busy time. And try to be polite, to try to be humble. So I would advise you to contact, and all of you might be having, a few people, few professionals who are working in the industry, so you can easily contact them. Now the third one, that is why. Why means the purpose. Here I have written in short form to know R and S procedure, means the recruitment and selection procedure, because at this point of time when you are at the verge of your summer training, and next semester onwards your placement drives will be on. So it is very important for you to know the what is the recruitment and selection procedure of that particular company or similar kind of companies into that industry. So some companies may opt for direct, group discussion and person interview. Some may opt for some aptitude test and then they will go for GDPI. So in any particular trade, any particular industry, it is very important to know that the companies coming to that industry are having similar kind of format or they have some different modus operandi. So then where means what kind of platforms you can use. So nowadays social media is very much dominating. WhatsApp is there, and the best way for this point of time where you are not able to go out of your house, and neither you can go or neither somebody can welcome you at your home. So the best way is that you can, if you are residing in a locality where you have a residents welfare association, so you can pick up the telephone directory, and you can, if you are knowing someone, then it's okay. Otherwise you can ask to the president of that RWA that I want to contact such kind of people. Do we have such kind of people in our vicinity? So they can certainly help you out, or you can have some reference checks also, and then you can. This is one of the way where you can find such kind of people, and or either, I'm repeating again, you can call your relatives and friends who are already into the industry. Now, when means convenience. So it totally depends upon the suitability of the interview. Means you have to be informal, and one more thing, that they are not answerable to you. So please do not try to use that tone and tenor that it seems like, some dominating kind of approach or attitude. Rather, you should be very humble, polite, and you should also seek for the permission, as I said earlier. And you should also take care of their designation, their position in the industry, and an informal approach, but a positive and productive outcome should be there. So certainly it is going to help you out if you are following the, if you are maintaining the mannerism and etiquettes, professional etiquettes as an MBA student. So now moving towards the most important things which I have mentioned, that please do not forget to ask the full name of the interviewee, his designation or his position in that organization, name of the organization, plus also you have to ask, you can ask him that how many years of experience that person is having in that particular industry, or consolidatedly how many years of experience he is having. Was he working in the same industry or he has switched? And you can ask one more additional question, that what was the reason. You have to ask again, very humbly and very politely, that sir, if you don't mind, may I ask you what was the reason for switchover? Like in my case, I have switched, 2-3 industries. So, and that was circumstantial, but other person they might have some specific reason for that. So, okay, so you can ask the name, the designation, the name of the organization, years of experience, and what I have mentioned is that, yeah, contact details, which is their landline, office landline number, their mobile numbers, or their email IDs. So this we can do. Now, how to submit these informational interviews? So you can write after going through the interview. So you while interviewing the interviewee, you can have a pen and a diary or piece of paper with you, so that you can write down, you can jot down some important points in short form, in in like keyword approach I have explained in the class. So you can write some keywords and then you can link between them and you can make a narration about it. Fine. So you have to submit. Either you can type it on a Word document, or you can send a PDF document, or if you are writing it, then you can scan it and then you have to send it to the mail IDs of your respective trainers. Like in section B, me and Himanshu sir is there, and in section A, Samiksha madam and Himanshu sir is there. So there our mail IDs are here, and in short I have written because shortage of space. So my ID is hitesh.chadda@kit.edu, himanshu.saxena@kit.edu, and samiksha.tiwari@kit.edu. And we will send you a mail regarding to this. And again, all these things will be, in detail, we will send you separately through the email. Fine. So last but not the least, I would like to request you to download grammarly.com, or you can go through the website and you can paste your text on this application or to the website, whatever tool they are providing you, so that to check your grammar whether there is any grammatical mistake or not. So with these words, thank you so much, and I expect again for your full cooperation. I know you are working hard and this is a tough time, so please take care of yourself, and we'll be sending you a mail regarding this probably on 5th of April. So thank you so much. See you back again.